You're welcome back. I'm setting the recording. So give me a few seconds to quickly get the link so you can have both recordings. Okay, you're welcome back. I want to share my whiteboard. So I believe we all got the explanation. When we want to pronounce E and X, it is pretty simple. First, you want to identify if the E is in a stressed position. If the E is in a stressed position, then the E should be sounded as E, as in egg. Then the X. What sound do I have after the X? If the sound that I have after the X is a voiced sound, then the X should be pronounced eggs. But if it is a voiceless sound, the X should be pronounced X. Now let's look at all the E and X words that we have in this reading. Let's try to identify them. I'll do the first sentence and I'll start to call us to do the other sentence together. Now look at the first word. First, let's talk about the X in that word. The letter that I have after the X is a P, which means it is a voiceless sound. So because it is a voiceless sound, it means that the X there would sound kus. The X would sound kus. So what happens to the E? This word, is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? What part of it am I stressing? I'm stressing the first part because the word is a noun. So because I'm stressing the first part, it means that I am stressing the E. And because I'm stressing the E, it means that the E should be sounded as E. Expert. Expert. So he is a computer expert. I don't pretend to be an expert on the subject. Don't ask me. I am no expert. Expert. Right? So let's take another word. Examine. The next word is the word examine. So let's take the X first. I have a vowel after the X. So because it is a vowel, it means it is a stressed syllable. So because it is a stressed syllable, it means that the X will sound goose. Then the E. What part of examine am I stressing? First, let's talk about the number of syllables we have in examine. Examine has 3 syllables. Examine. 3 syllables. So there is a rule that says that when you have a word that has 3 syllables, the word should naturally be stressed on its second syllable for no particular reason. We just tend to stress the word on its second syllable. So this word falls under that category of words. So we're stressing the second syllable. So because we're stressing the second syllable, it means that we are not stressing the E. Because we're not stressing the E, it means that the E should sound A. Examine. 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 The next word that I have in the first sentence, remember I'm solving the word in the first sentence. You need to do the others yourself. I have the word exterior. The word exterior has 3 syllables as well. But before we talk about the 3 syllables, let's talk about the X pronunciation. So for the X pronunciation, how do we pronounce it? Excuse me. So the word is exterior. The word has 3 syllables. And because the word has 3 syllables, remember the rule I told you? We are stressing the middle syllable. In fact, most EX words that have 3 syllables are stressed in this middle syllable. Most of them. Because we hardly stress suffixes. So when we have E and X, if the word has 3 syllables, most of them are stressed on their second syllable. It is really difficult to find the EX word that is stressed on the third syllable or the fourth. So most EX words that have 3 syllables are stressed on their second syllable. So this word, we're also stressing the second syllable. Because of that, it means that the E is not stressed. Because the E is not stressed, it will sound A. And the sound that we have after the X is T, a voiceless syllable. So because it's a voiceless syllable, the X will sound kus. So we have exterior, exterior, exterior. So if I want to read the first sentence, it is a combination of egg words, and X word. Even though they all have the same spelling. So we have the experts decided to examine the exterior of the building. Now, talking about the word exterior, it ends with a R. So we expect that you link the R here to the vowel. Exterior, exterior. Excuse me, please. The experts decided to examine the exterior of the building. Okay, so if you're ready to practice with me, please raise your hand. Let's do this together. If you're ready to practice with me, please raise your hand. Let's do this together. Kindness. Kindness, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
kindness. Yes, ma'am. So we're going to do the second sentence together. So the word explain, how do you think we should pronounce it?
Explain.
Okay, please explain how you got your answer. So the E, is it stressed or not?
The E is stressed.
Okay, so we're stressing the E. Are you sure? It means that I will say explain. Remember,
Okay.
the part we're
No.
stressing is the part we're saying louder, longer, and clearer. Even with your pronunciation, you're not stressing the E. You said
Yes.
explain. You said the plane louder. So it means we are not stressing the E. So if we are not stressing the E, how do we pronounce it? Please show the door.
Explain.
So the E sounds A or E.
E.
The E should sound A because we are not stressing it. If we are not
Okay.
stressing the E, it should sound A. The way we say letter A, B, C, A. Okay, now the X now. Let's go to the X. The sound that we have after the X, is it a voiced sound or a voiceless sound?
It's a voiceless sound.
Okay, so now that it's a voiceless sound, how should we pronounce the X? Should it sound kus or should it sound guz?
It should sound kus.
Okay, it sounds kus. That's correct. So please pronounce it together.
Is explain.
Explain. Thank you. Okay, the second word, you're correct with that. Let's take the second word. So are we stressing the E or we're not? Pronounce the first word. It will give you an idea of where you're stressing. Which part did you say louder, longer, and clearer?
Exact.
Okay, I saw the exact car yesterday. Okay, what if I say something like,
Can you
I
hear
saw
me?
the exact car yesterday? I can hear you, ma'am. Can you hear me too?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So you said exert. It means you're stressing the zact, right? Am I correct?
Exact. The
So what part are we stressing?
E should be
The E should be stressed.
stressed.
Exact. Okay. So in a sentence, I would say, I saw the exact car yesterday. But what if another person says, I saw the exact car yesterday? Which one do you think sounds better? I saw the exact car yesterday. I saw the exact car yesterday. Are you with me, ma'am? Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I can't hear you again. So I would say that the word exact, we are stressing the second syllable. We are stressing the ACT. We are stressing the syllable. So it means that the E is not stressed.
Yes, I can't hear you clearly.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So the E is not stressed. So
Please.
because the E is not stressed, it will sound A, not E. It will sound A. Then the X that I have, the X makes, after the X, I have a vowel sound. And we say that a vowel sound is a voiced sound. Remember, all vowel sounds are voiced. So because the vowel sound is a voiced sound, the X will sound guz. The X there should sound guz. So the word is exact. Exact. It is not exact. It is exact. I saw the exact car yesterday. I saw the exact car yesterday. Not I saw the exact car yesterday. I saw the exact car yesterday. Okay, now the third word. The third word. Let me call someone else to do the third word. Shitu. Shitu, please unmute.
Okay, good evening, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Apologize. Okay, please,
Yeah.
let's do this together. So the third word, please pronounce the word.
Excited.
Okay, so what part of excited are we stressing? Do you think it's the first or the second or the third?
The first.
The first.
Yes.
Excited. Excited. We're stressing the second.
Okay.
Remember I mentioned earlier that once we have a word that has the X and it is 3 syllables, mostly we stress the second syllable. Excited, zai, that is the part we're stressing, excited. So since we're stressing the second syllable, the E in excited, is it going to sound E or A?
Should sound X.
Remember, we are not stressing it. If we are not stressing it, it should sound A. Like you want to say the letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, A. When we are not stressing the E sounds A. It is when we are stressing it that it should sound E.
Okay.
So we are not
A.
stressing the E, so it should sound A. Okay. Now the sound that we have after the X, is it a voiced sound or voiceless sound?
Voiceless.
Because it's voiceless, the X, what sound should it make? Is it guz or kus?
Kus.
Kus, that's correct, kus. So please pronounce the word correctly now.
Excited.
A. It sounded like this letter,
A.
like letter A. Ik, excited. Please try it again, sir.
Excited.
Excited, very well. Excited.
Okay.
I love that. Okay, let's take one more word. Can you please help me with this word, sir, before you go? So that word I circled.
I can't see clearly.
Okay, let me write it out.
Okay, I can see.
Okay.
Expecting.
Yes. So what part of it are we stressing? What part of that word are we stressing?
The PEC.
Okay, correct. We're stressing the PEC. So since we are not stressing the E should make what sound? Is it A or A?
A.
A, very well. Okay, yes. A. Now the X, what sound should it make?
Ma, sorry.
What sound should it make, ma'am? What sound should the X make?
X.
X, very well. So how do we pronounce the word correctly?
Expecting. Expecting.
Expecting. Very well. Expecting. Correct. So pay attention to the NG. When we have N and G in a word, it sounds expecting.
Okay.
It's not in, it's expecting. Expecting. Okay, very well. So I want you to read the sentence, sir. I want you to read the sentence from here. You had to explain. No, was that where you? Okay, I want you to read it from here. The excited, so that you can practice the word excited and expected. Start from the excited students. Were expecting.
Okay. The excited students. They were
Students.
The
yes,
excited students, they were expecting.
They were expecting. Very well. Okay,
Yes.
correcting. They were expecting. Good job. Thank you, sir.
Tin.
Okay, I'll call on Uju. Uju, please unmute.
Good evening,
evening,
Diction
Uju.
Queen.
Yes, ma'am. How are you today?
Yes,
Please, ma'am, how do we pronounce this
very
word?
well, thank you.
Can you say the word?
Which of
Oh,
them?
let me write it out. I'll write it out now. Can you say it?
Can I see which one now? Is it the second one? The second one?
No, after the second one, I have my spotlight on it.
Example,
Yes.
is it? Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
example?
Yes, it is. So let's analyze it.
Yes.
The letter
Is
E there, are we stressing it?
a detailed example, no.
Okay, we're not stressing it. So the E
No.
will make what sound?
Example, yes.
So what sound will the E make,
Detailed
ma'am?
example. Will what make? I can't
What
hear
sound
you
will
well.
the E make, ma'am? You said we're
didn't-
not stressing the E. So what
E.
sound will it
Oh,
make?
sorry.
Is it
It will make
or
E.
A?
Example.
It's
Example.
A, not E. A.
Yes.
It will make the A sound. Okay, very well. Now the X in the
Yes.
word.
Mhm.
What sound will the X make? Is it goose or kus?
It's goose. Eggs. Is it
Goose,
goose?
correct. Example. Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
Okay, let's take one more word. So after example, we have the next word. The next word is below the second word. Can you see it now?
Okay. Except. Is it the one you're talking about?
Okay, so the E, are we stressing it or not?
I don't think I don't think so. I don't think we're stressing it.
Okay,
We're not stressing
that word
it.
was one of the examples we took. Was one of the examples we took. We are stressing it. Experts, we are stressing it.
Ah,
So because we are stressing it, yes, ma'am.
Expert.
Because the word is a noun, yes. Excerpt.
Okay.
We're
Yes.
stressing it.
Except.
So because we're stressing it, the E there, what sound will it make? Is it or A?
X.
Very well. Okay, so how about the X? What sound will the X make? Is it goose or kus?
Kus.
Very well. Kus.
Yes.
So the word is pronounced
Thank you.
excerpt. Excerpt. Very well.
Is it
so please, ma'am, I want you to read the
except?
sentence. Excerpt.
Sorry, please. Please, I didn't hear that.
Excerpt.
Except.
Yes, ma'am. Excerpt.
Except.
Yes, ma'am.
Except.
So please, I want you to read the sentence from
What did you say I should do to it?
detailed. I want you to read the sentence from a detailed example until excerpt.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A detailed example, not just except, not just an
Yes,
not just an expert.
Very well. Thank you, ma'am.
Should I continue?
Please mute yourself.
Okay. Thank you too.
You're welcome, ma'am. Clue. Clue, please unmute yourself. Clue, please unmute yourself. Hey, goodness, Father.
Okay, good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
So I want us to work on the next sentence. So we have this word and this word. Let me clear my board.
Okay, ma'am.
Please, I hope you have taken screenshots. Please take screenshots because once we go for breakout room, you won't see these words again. Please, everyone take screenshots. As we go for breakout room, you won't see my board. So please take screenshots. Please take screenshots so you can see this. But as we go for breakout room, you will not see my board again. Please take screenshots so that you can see this. Okay? So I'll clear it now. So sir, let's start with this word.
Okay,
So please
the
pronounce the
first word
word
is-
so you can identify. Can you see it now?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
So
it's
please
pronounced-
pronounce the word so you can identify the part that you should stress.
Exercise.
Okay, so what part are we stressing? The first or the second?
The second level. The second
Correct. So because we are not stressing the E, what sound should the E make? Is it A or E?
is A.
A.
Exercise.
Okay. Okay, you're correct. Because we are not stressing the E should make the A sound. But remember while we're learning the rule, we learned some exceptions. So this word is one of such exceptions. You're actually correct. That is what the rule has said. But there are some words that we call exceptions. Those words are stubborn. They will not follow the rule. So for this word, the E is not stressed, but then it will sound instead. I hope I'm not confusing you, sir.
No, you're not.
Okay, thank you. So now the X here now, remember this is an exception. It means it won't follow rules. So the X here now, what sound do you think it will make? Will it make the goose sound or the kush sound?
The K sound.
Okay, it make the kush sound. So it becomes exercise. You're correct. Exercise. Now let's take the next word.
Okay.
The next word is spelled this way. So do you think we're stressing the E?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Stressing the E. Yes, ma'am.
So how do we pronounce the word, sir?
It's pronounced exclude.
Exclude. So do you think we're stressing it the way you've pronounced it? Exclude.
Exclude. Exclude.
So which part are we stressing? Include. Very well. So it means, please come in.
Exclude.
So it means we are not stressing the E. So because we are not stressing the E, what sound will the E make?
X.
Okay, we are not
Eh.
stressing the E. We are not stressing the E. So the E should make what sound?
It should make the air sound. X.
Okay, remember that the first one was an sorry, I already muted you. Please unmute yourself back, sir. Remember the first one was an what's the word now? Exception. The first word is an exception. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. I'm with you.
So remember the first word is an exception. So this is not an exception. This word is not an exception.
Okay, it's pronounced X.
So the E here will not sound air, it will sound A.
Exclude.
Are you with me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm with you.
I hope it's not confusing. The reason why the first word, the reason why the E there sounds air is because the first word is a stubborn word. It's not following the rule. But this next word we're working on, it's following the rule. So because it is following the rule and we are not stressing the E, so naturally it should sound A. Naturally,
Yeah,
if we are not
understand it now.
stressing the, okay, you understand it now very well. So now let's go to the X. So what sound do we have after the S, the X? Is it a voiced sound or voiceless sound?
It's a voiceless sound.
It's a
Voiceless
voiceless
sound.
sound. Okay, so the X now, what sound will it make?
It will make the sound.
The K sound. Yes, you're correct. So this word will be pronounced exclude. That's correct.
Exclude.
Yes, sir. So I want you to read the sentence, sir, from here until here.
Okay. The exercise was designed to exclude.
Very well. The exercise was designed to exclude. Was designed. This place, this part, your voice should go down, up. Was designed.
The exercise was designed
Okay.
to exclude.
Okay. Better. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, I have Akatex. Akatex, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. How are you this evening?
I'm good, ma'am.
Okay, so let's practice this. So we'll start with this word. We'll start with this word. We'll practice this word and this word. So the first word, please pronounce the word and identify the parts that we should stress.
Excessive.
Yes, excessive. So what part are we stressing? Is it the first syllable, second, or third?
Second syllable.
I can't hear you, sir.
The second syllable.
The second, yes. So since we are not stressing the E now, what sound should the E make? Is it A or E?
A.
Okay, correct, because we are not stressing it, so it should make the A sound. Now the X now, what sound do we have after the X? Is it voiced or voiceless?
Voiceless.
Voiceless. So because it is voiceless, the X there, what sound will it make? Are you with me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So I said that since the C is making a voiceless sound, the X before the C, what sound should it make?
Two.
I can hear you, sir.
X.
Yeah, the X now, what sound is it making? Is it making the K sound or the G sound?
Kus. Kus.
Kus, okay, that's correct. So we have excessive, excessive, correct. Now the second word. Now talking about the second word, when we have prefix EX at the beginning of the word, when we have suffix EX at the beginning of a word like ex-boyfriend, ex-president, ex-general, words like that, the E and X here would always sound X, E, K.
Ex-president. Ex-president. Say, don't go.
Apologies, my data got exhausted, so I needed to connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, who was practicing earlier? Okay, I think it was architects. So I was explaining that when we have words that start with prefix EX, the EX would always sound X, X. So sir, please read the sentence from any excessive noise.
Any excessive noise. The
Keep reading, sir.
ex-
You need to stop at arrived.
Okay. Any excessive noise. The ex-president arrived.
Thank you, sir. Well done. Is there any other person who would like to practice so we can go for breakout session? There are no more hands up. So I think I'll just take the last part. I understand that it's already late. It's past 10 already. So I'll take the last part and then we'll go for breakout session. Please, again, do screenshots of this reading. This is all we are practicing in our breakout session. The breakout session will just be for 15 minutes so that we can all go rest for tomorrow. We'll meet again tomorrow by 8 p.m. So, but tomorrow we won't be talking about EX words. I want to be sure we have got it. So I'll take the last part. Now this word, exhibition. So the word, according to its pronunciation, exhibition. Excuse me. Exhibition. Okay, I can see a few hands up now. Rosemary, please unmute. So you just do the last two words. Rosemary, please unmute. Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, ma'am. So please, let's do this word together. So the word exhibition, what part do you think we're stressing?
Vision.
Okay, vision is 2 syllables. We can only stress 1 syllable.
B.
Exhibition. So there are 4 syllables in the word. So B
The
is 1
B.
syllable, shan is another syllable. So it can only be one of them.
The
We can't
B.
stress both. Okay, B, yes, you're correct. We're stressing the B, exhibition. So because we're stressing the B means we are not stressing the E, right?
Yes.
Very well. So if we're not stressing the E, Okay, I would say that. Let me take that part. Let me explain. There's something here that we need to pay attention to. Now, earlier, somebody was asking me, how do we identify second stress rules? In stress, there are two types of stress. We have the primary stress, and we have the secondary stress. Remember, stress means saying a syllable louder, longer, and clearer. Now, the primary stress is a syllable that we say loudest, longest, clearest. The secondary stress is said loud, but not as loud as the primary stress. The secondary stress is said clear, but not as clear as the primary stress. The secondary stress is stressed long, but not as long as the primary stress. And just like we say that in a word, we can have the important stress and another stress that is not so important. So we could say the primary stress is the most important stress in a word. Then the secondary stress, it is important, but not as important as the primary stress. Now in this word exhibition, because it has 4 syllables, we have both the primary stress and the secondary stress in it. So if I should transcribe this word, I'm going to have my secondary stress here, while I would have my primary stress here. Earlier, I said the primary stress looks like an apostrophe. That is the apostrophe before the BI. Now, the secondary stress looks like an apostrophe down. It is not a comma. It is as straight as an apostrophe, but it is down. Let's consult the dictionary to make this clearer. So please pay attention. I want to go to the dictionary now. I'm trying to load up the dictionary. So let's look for the word exhibition in the Oxford Dictionary. Tomorrow we're going to conclude sounds. So next week we go straight to stress. That would help you understand stress better. Then I can talk about everything around stress. So this is the Oxford Dictionary. It's loading. Now look at this dictionary. Look at the word. The word, can you see this sign here? This is a secondary stress. It means that the syllable that you have after the secondary stress, you say it loud, long, clear. This is another syllable. This syllable here has no stress mark. It means you are not saying it loud, you're not saying it long, you're not saying it clear. Now, the third syllable has the primary stress, the apostrophe up. It means that you should say this syllable louder, longer, and clearer. Louder, longer, and clearer than the secondary syllable. And then we have the last syllable. The last syllable is here. The last syllable means you should not stress it. So if I want to say this word, at the beginning, I'll make my voice loud, long, and clear. Once I get to the second syllable, I bring it down. Once I get to the third syllable, I bring it up. It becomes louder, longer, and clearer than how I started at the beginning. And by the time I get to the last syllable, I take it down again. Pay attention to my pronunciation. Exhibition. B, exhibition. B is the primary stress, the most important stress. It should be the loudest, the longest, and the clearest. The next important is the secondary stress because it has the secondary mark. The others are unstressed. Don't stress them at all. Relax when you get there. Now, considering this, remember when we learned that if you are not stressing the E, that is when it should sound A. But in this word, we are stressing both the X and the B. It's just that one has more stress than the other. But it still stands the fact that we are stressing both. So because we're stressing both, it means that the E here is also a stressed position, which means it should sound A instead of A. So if I want to pronounce this, it goes exhibition. Let's listen to the dictionary pronunciation. Can you hear it? Let me know if you heard the dictionary pronunciation. I've played it like 3 times. Now, funnily about the dictionary pronunciation, if you listen to the Oxford Dictionary pronunciation, you go to Cambridge, you listen to it. You go to Longman, you listen to it. You go to different dictionaries and you listen to it. You realize that they are different. That is because different people have pronounced it. It means that the way I will pronounce it will be different from the way you will pronounce it. But what is more important is the fact that the first and the third syllables are stressed, but then the third syllable is the most important stress. So say the third syllable loudest, longest, and clearer. It needs the most energy. The first syllable also needs energy, but not as much as the third syllable. So most times, people don't even teach the secondary stress because it is not as important as the first syllable. Okay, no. What's up? You're supposed to hear it. Let me see. Maybe I'm not sharing voice. You're supposed to hear it. Hold on, I'm trying to see. There's a way you share voice on Zoom. It's supposed to come up. Let me stop sharing and share again. Perhaps I'll see that option. You're supposed to hear the pronunciation. Share. Do it like this. Okay, share sound. Seen it. Oh, Father. Okay, let's play now.
Exhibition. 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 Exhibition.
Can you hear it? My laptop is at the loudest, it's at the highest volume. Did I click on? Did you hear the sound now?
Exhibition.
Exhibition. Exhibition. Exhibition. Exhibition.
Exhibition.
Did you hear the sound now? Okay, yes. Louder and clearer. Okay, yes, clearly. Thank you. Okay. So that's it about that word. So let's go back to my slide. Please, again, take screenshots of the slide. I think we should not even go on breakout session tonight. It's almost 10:20. It all depends on you. If you still have the energy, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I think we should just hold on for the breakout session until tomorrow. But if you're still available, let me know. Rosemary, please unmute yourself. We have one more word to practice together. That'll be the last word, and we take the reading. But if you still like to go for breakout session, let me know. If you're not interested in the breakout session, once we're done with the reading, you can leave. I understand that we all have different schedules. Some people are going to work early tomorrow morning. Okay, so the last word, last EX word here, Rosemary. So let's analyze it together quickly so that we can attend to other things.
Okay, so
so now that word
is
what do you think? Which part of the word do you think we're stressing?
the all sound.
Okay, yes, we stretch vowels. So in that word is actually not the awesome. We're actually stressing the straw. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. We're stressing this part. This is the part we're stressing. Straw. Now remember that this word normally is supposed to be extraordinary. But when we pronounce it, the A doesn't say anything. So it's not extra. There is not A there again. It becomes extra. The true goes with the O, with the O and R. The A is not saying anything. Individually, the words are extra, then ordinary. So we're supposed to say extraordinary. No. The A there would not be heard. So it becomes extra. So there's a straw we are stressing. So now that we are not stressing the E, what sound do you think the E will make? Is it the A or the A? Rosemary, you're muted. Please unmute. What sound is the E making? Is it a or a?
It's going to make an X sound, just like egg. Extra.
Okay. So then the X, what sound do you think the X will make? Is it kus or guz? I'm waiting, sir. What sound do you think Rosemary, why do you think why do you keep muting yourself? The X in the word, what sound will it make?
Okay, it
Is
will
it
make
X? Is it kus or guz?
X sound.
X.
X.
Okay, kus. So it
Extraordinary.
becomes ick. You're correct. It sounds ick. Extra. Remember, the R is not saying anything. Extraordinary. You're correct. Okay, so let's take the reading.
Thank you.
After the reading, if you're not interested in the breakout session, feel free to exit the Zoom session. If you are interested, feel free to hold on. Tekla, what's your question? You said, is it 4 or 5 syllables? Which word are you referring to? Is it extraordinary or exhibition? Exhibition has 4 syllables. Extraordinary. Extraordinarily. Extraordinary has extraordinary. Has 5 syllables. Okay? So let's read. The experts decided
to examine
the exterior of the building. He had to explain the exact process to the excited students. They were expecting a detailed example, not just an excerpt. The exercise was designed to exclude any excessive noise. The ex-president arrived for the exhibition, an extraordinary event. I'll take it 2 more times. I'll take it slower now. The experts decided to examine the exterior of the building. I needed to link exterior and of together. He had to explain the exact process to the excited student. We're expecting a detailed example, not just an excerpt. The exercise was designed to exclude any excessive noise. The ex-president arrived for the exhibition, an extraordinary event. I'll take it faster now, and then we go for breakout room. The expert decided to examine the exterior of the building. He had to explain the exact process to the excited students. They were expecting a detailed example, not just an expert. The exercise was designed to exclude any excessive noise. The ex-president arrived for the exhibition, an extraordinary event. Breakout room, please take screenshots. Once you go for breakout room, you won't see all of this again. Take screenshots, write it out. Once you go for breakout room, you won't find them again. Let me take a picture as well and send it to the group for the sake of those that would still not have it. Okay, so I have it now. So please, let's go for breakout room. Oh, it disappeared. Let me take it again. Text. Scan. Save. So I'll send it to the WhatsApp group. So we have how many people here? 46. So we should have about 8 rooms. Thereabout. Is it 8 or 7? Let's do 7. So we could have like six people in a room. Please remember how the breakout room works. I will not be there. I can't be in all the breakout rooms at once. So what happens is, should you have someone, should you need help, you just call me. Somebody says, some of us had an hectic day. Yes, I understand. Please feel free to exit the group, right? We are done learning. It's just for them to practice. So feel free to exit the Zoom session. We'll meet tomorrow by 8 p.m. But if you still have the energy all the time, you can stay back. I really understand that. The timing is supposed to end by 10. This is almost 10:30. In fact, my husband is waiting for me as well. So I really do understand what it means. I apologize for that. I just wanted us to be done with the EX word so that tomorrow we can conclude with sounds and next week we can go to stress. Is that okay? But if it's not convenient for you, it's fine. You can leave. I do understand. You have learned a whole lot. Practice all by yourself. But if you have the energy, you can stay back to join. Okay, Akari, it's your first time. Welcome, madam. But I hope you're learning. Okay, since it's your first time, you're joining our breakout room for the first time. This is how the breakout room works. I will not be in the breakout rooms, but I will be here on Zoom. So if you need help, you would find a button there that says ask for help. Once you click on it, I will get that feedback and I'll come to your group. So for each breakout room, once I assign a breakout room, Olupukola, welcome to, thank you. So once I assign a room to you, you'll get a notification that asks you to join. Please click on join. In case Zoom locks you out due to network, come back again with the same link that you joined with and click on join. Is that okay? So once you get to your breakout room, Aname, welcome to. Once you get to the breakout room, other people will be there as well. So you want to practice together. So somebody needs to assign, somebody needs to act as the leader. Blessing Ijama, welcome to. Kindness, welcome to. So we have a lot of people joining for the first time. Nice to meet you. I never knew. I would have done a proper introduction. Okay, but it's fine. We'll meet again tomorrow, then I will do the proper introduction. Okay, so once you get to the breakout room, so somebody has to work as the leader that calls others and say, let's practice. If nobody's talking, the place will just be quiet. So somebody needs to talk. Do not wait for others. Whether it's your first time or not, say something. Can we practice now? It's our turn to read. Let me read. When I'm done, someone else can read. So while you're reading, you can correct each other. So you see people that have mispronounced the word. If you understand that word, correct them nicely, please. Now, in the process of correcting, maybe there's an argument, you're not sure. You can also ask for help again. I can come in for clarification, etc. So let's quickly do that because it's already late. The academy usually ends by 10, but today we have to go all the way. I apologize. It's because of all the short break I had in between. I'm very sorry. So I would create the breakout room now. Remember to take screenshot of what I have here, because once we go for breakout room, you won't get the screenshots again. Okay, so I have started assigning breakout rooms. We have 8, let's do 7 breakout rooms. So you automatically get a notification asking you to join. Just click on join. Once you click on join, you find yourself in the room and you can start to practice with others. Just click on join. Blessing, you haven't joined. Blessing Ijoma, you haven't joined. Vivian, please join. Padilla, please join. Grace, please join. Andy, please join. Comfort, join. Who again? Please join your breakout room. Join any of the breakout room that you're assigned to. Taiwo, you need to join the breakout room. Ruth, Pastor Dr. Lucky, please join. Who again? Olajide, please join. Loretta, please join the breakout room. You get a notification asking you to join. Just click on it. Click on it and you can practice together. Yeah, please join. Should you need help, feel free to ask for help. Loretta, you're not joining. What's happening? I have sent the reading to the group. So in case you don't have it, you can get it in the group. Olajide and Onome, please join your breakout room. Just click on join. Join the breakout room so you can practice with others. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe you enjoyed your breakout room. Somebody said my group 7 is excellent. It feels good to know. Because it's late already, I would not have the time to review what we did in the breakout room. Feel free to send your feedback about your breakout room to the WhatsApp group. I really want you all to go rest. So again, we'll meet tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. The Zoom link will be sent to the WhatsApp group, the support group, and the assignment group. For those of you that just joined, a welcome message will be sent to the support group that would highlight what you need to do so that you can start learning immediately. I'm glad that you enjoyed the breakout room. I'll see you again. Please remember, as much as we have practiced the EX words today, it is also important for you to practice with your friends, your neighbor, your colleagues, your partner on the phone. In real life, it's a C. Consciously practice them. Consciously practice them. It is that intentionality that you need to help the whole world to now know that you speak better. So have a great Friday evening. Thank God it is Friday, like they always say. I'll see you again tomorrow by 8 p.m. Have a lovely evening. I'm glad that you were able to, did you say scale through? Okay. There are 2 words. I just said I don't want to waste time, but let's quickly go through it. There is no word in English like sail through. Sail through is wrong. There's nothing like sail through in English. It is scale through rather. There's nothing like scale through in English. You can also say scrape through. Let me quickly share my slide. You can say scrape through. If you scrape through something, let me spell it out so that you can really understand what I'm talking about. I'm sorry I'm doing this again. I just want to make sure that you get value for your money. So when you scrape through, it means that you succeed in doing something with difficulty. For example, let's say you pass an exam. The exam was tough, like the questions were hard, but somehow you were able to pass the exam. So you passed through difficulty. That is scrape through. Then we have sail through. To sail through something means to pass an exam or a test without any difficulty. So the first one is with difficulty. Maybe you were already late. You had to beg your examiners to allow you inside the exam. Or maybe you took a driving test. Even though you were sick that day or you had lots of reasons to fail, somehow you passed. You say you scraped through. But if it was so easy, if the test was easy, the exam was easy, or whatever it is you were trying to do was easy, so it wasn't with any difficulty, we say sail through, but never say scale through. Scale through is wrong in English. There is nothing like scale through in English. This is wrong. So don't say scale through. This is a wrong expression. So you either sail through or you scrape through. Okay? So again, everyone have a wonderful night rest. I am glad to be working with all of you, and I hope that you would make me proud by practicing. It is what you do outside learning that brings the result. So thank you, everyone. I look forward to reading your feedback in the groups so that those that missed out today or those that were reluctant to join the academy can know what they are missing out. Feel free to send your feedback to any of our groups. It could be the 6 Fees group, it could be the weight room group, any of the groups, so that they can know that it is not just about marketing, it is about what we do. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful Friday rest. Enjoy the weather. It's really raining here. I don't know if it's raining over there as well. Enjoy the weather. Keep practicing.